Hi everyone, and welcome to the second of our history lessons, and this one is Write Like an Egyptian. What we're going to do is have an introduction into hieroglyphics. So hieroglyphs. Hieroglyphs are an ancient Egyptian way of writing that use pictures instead of letters that we use. So here are a few here, so you can see that the letter A is represented by a bird, B is represented by the lower part of the leg and the foot. You can see that, let's say, J is represented by a type of snake. So it's using symbols to represent, images to represent individual letters. So a decoding task, I'm going to see whether or not you can use that to write the word apple in hieroglyphics. So pause now and have a go and see whether you can write the word apple using hieroglyphs. Off you go. Now I want you to consider, how is it different or similar to writing in English? And can you research how apple is written in other languages? So I want you to pause now and think about the similarities to writing in English, but also the differences to writing in English. Is it easier? Is it harder? Why might that be the case? And then have a look and see whether you can find the word apple, but in different languages, such as German or Spanish or Portuguese or Arabic or Chinese Mandarin, etc., etc. Pause now and have a go at that. So hieroglyphics. One of the things that we know that the ancient Egyptians had hieroglyphics because they're all over their buildings. So quite often in the ruins of ancient Egypt, you will see carvings. And these carvings will have symbols that repeat themselves over and over and over again. It was a form of Egyptian writing, and people had worked that out quite early on. They also found it inside the tombs as well. There'll be hieroglyphs all over the walls of the tombs, obviously telling the story or telling the tale of the person who had been buried there or of gods and goddesses. The problem is trying to figure out what exactly those hieroglyphics actually say, because what does an eye stand for? What does an owl stand for? So it's very difficult to put it into context or try and translate it. And for hundreds of years, people just had no idea what these carvings actually meant. They knew it was a type of writing, but they didn't know what they meant. Going back to apple, I think I put this slide in the wrong order, so my apologies. So this is my research. There is ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, so that is the word apple in hieroglyphics. You've got Greek there, you've got Arabic there, you've got Italian, which is Mila, you've got German, which is Apfel, you've got Spanish, which is Manzana. Okay, so the word apple can be written in different languages. Now, the easiest one for us to recognise there is the word Apfel. Apfel in German, because English is a Germanic language, they're related to each other. So as a result, some of the spelling patterns will match the same. But as you can see, the hieroglyphs, we wouldn't know. We honestly would not be able to work that out. What we know is that the second and third letters are exactly the same. But other than that, we would not have a clue. So, how on earth did they solve this problem? How on earth did they figure out what these hieroglyphs actually meant? Well, this is it here. What you're looking at is the Rosetta Stone. So the Rosetta Stone. Now, the Rosetta Stone was found in Egypt, and it's important because it contains hieroglyphic script. But it also had ancient Greek on there. And now people still speak Greek. So as a result of that, they could translate the Greek into the hieroglyphs, so they knew what the hieroglyphs meant. So it was found in 1799, and it took 20 years to translate it. But 3 different languages, 2 of which were known or currently spoken by people that still lived, and then ancient Egyptian at the top in hieroglyphics. It meant that there was a way of translating what the hieroglyphs were actually telling us. This rock still exists. It's located in the British Museum in London. So, cartouches. Now, the word hieroglyph means sacred or special carving, and there are over 700 different hieroglyphs, each one meaning something different. Some are individual letters, some are actual full words, or even names. And they can be written from top to bottom of the page or across the page like we write. Now, the Egyptians wrote the names of their kings and queens inside an oval shape, and they called it a cartouche. That was to show that they were special. Now, the cartouche is almost like the seal of the pharaoh, the seal of the king or queen. Okay. So, task 1 is to actually make your own cartouche. So using the Egyptian hieroglyphic alphabet that you've got there, and using the sheet here, cartouche, what I would like you to do is to write your name in hieroglyphics going down there, and then to decorate that cartouche to show that you're important, that you're special. Okay. Your next task is to crack the Egyptian god names. So use the hieroglyphs at the top and see whether then you can translate the letters to find out which god names are being written. Then write your own name in hieroglyphics at the bottom. Task 3, a bit more to it in this one. So you need to write your name, then you need to write your name again in hieroglyphs. Then I want you to write a message in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics. Just a short message, maybe 2 or 3 sentences, and then let's see whether we can translate what you wrote. And that's it. Good luck. See you later. Bye bye.